Shopping malls, branded signs, parking fines. aside just to make time for a single time. Well, don't just keep standing there. Get inside and sit down in the palm of my hand. I work 13 hours a day and 7 days a week. I don't stop except for a cup of coffee and I take care of the receipts. I got road rage every day. All you stupid people can't hear what I say anyway. I sit down with my 30 stones. You got my world right there in the palm of your hand. Don't need no conversation with a guy from the agency. I got 3 pet snakes at home. That's all I ever needed for my company. And small talk is a waste of time. It really doesn't matter if it rains or shines, 'cause I'm head to toe with the PPE. That's all I do and that's alright by me.
Holiday Ghosts.
Yes.
Sam,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. You guys originally come from Cornwall,
Yeah.
which is
Falmouth, Cornwall.
that's the holiday area.
Yeah, totally.
So you know what I'm referring to, of course.
Yeah.
The name is
Totally.
does it refer to the name Holiday Goes to the desolated area when the tourists are gone?
Yeah, 100%. That's basically it. I mean, especially where I lived and in Falmouth, it is a holiday destination, and a lot of the surrounding areas are a total ghost town when the holiday season.
It's very
over.
sad, isn't it? Gloomy,
But,
even if.
Yeah, we remained at the times where they were gone. So.
And then music came in, or
Yeah. I mean, what do you mean? Is there music?
was
town?
the music? Did you work as a barkeeper during the season and then
No,
turned musician?
No, I've been working as a musician most of my adult life. I guess I kind of came straight out of school and started touring and fitting in work in the sort of spare time in between.
Music as a destiny.
Yeah.
You played in a band called Black Tambourines before?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
How did that come about?
We came together in sixth form college in a music class, and we just wanted to do a garage rock band. And yeah, we just all clicked really well. It was me and my best mate from school, and Jake and Jim, who were best mates from their school. And then we just came together and made a bunch of EPs, couple of albums, toured for 7 or 8 years. It was good fun.
Ever since 2017, you guys formed this band. This band is basically you and your girlfriend.
Yeah, my girlfriend Kat.
Kat,
And now we
the
have
drummer.
the drummer. And now we have Ben, Beast Banks and Morgan playing guitar and bass. We've had a few lineup changes.
And Charlie Murphy's not coming with you, but
Charlie Murphy is still in the band.
he's not touring.
Yeah, he doesn't tour. He with us, but he quite often writes and sings on our records. Yeah, we just like his material so much, and he's such a good friend.
What's the difference between being a couple or being in a band, especially when you combine the two things?
I mean, it's nice. You don't have to miss each other when you go on tour, which is cool. And
but you're on each other's lip all the time, also.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, me and Kat like write together, like all the time, and you know, I can. I don't know. It's just really easy for us to get songs written and to decide what we need to do and sort of manage the group and everything.
You guys relocated from Cornwall, the town called Falmouth.
Yeah, Falmouth.
Falmouth to Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to go to London, or was Brighton just the right size for you?
I think so. Yeah, Brighton has always been just a really great place to visit, and it's got the sea side and it's got the cool gigs, and it's near London. And London is it's a really expensive and really hectic place to live.
Brighton is not very cheap, I think.
No, it isn't. No. Like, yeah, you can't complain about London being expensive and live in Brighton. But it felt like a nice kind of... It had a lot of the elements that we really liked about Falmouth.
And music? Is there?
And
because
music.
in Falmouth you had the studio, I think it was called the Troubadour.
The Troubadour, yeah.
You guys recorded there, and now you recorded in Brighton in a totally different environment.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't done that much recording in Brighton because it's kind of hard to find space to do DIY stuff there. No. It's a really small...
Are you guys embedded in this DIY scene, more or less?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, everything we've done up until the Credit Note EP, we did all the recording ourselves, all the mixing,
the playroom even.
Yeah,
you played it. You recorded at home.
Yeah, recorded at home, and in the Troubadour studio. But there wasn't an engineer there or anything like that. I mean, that was a recording studio, but it was mainly just a space that a collective of about 11 people went to just hang out and drink mainly.
And that's what you guys did?
Yeah, there was minimum productivity, but like a lot of good times and formative relationship forming and stuff. And
Brighton, is it, as far as music is concerned, are you embedded in an interesting musical scene?
Yeah, I mean, the scene in Brighton is an interesting one because it's I would say predominantly it's like a tour stop. So there's a lot of bands that come in from outside of Brighton and play like all the time. There's always gigs. There's always 2 gigs going on. But there's a few bands, but I wouldn't say there's a scene of bands that are like us in Brighton. There's a variety of bands.
It's mainly centered around bars?
Bars and small venues mainly. There's a few sort of slightly bigger venues, like 600 person venues there, but mainly it's kind of sort of 150 cap venues. Okay. Or bars with venues upstairs.
And that's kind of the type of venue that you guys play?
Yeah, kind of. Like, sort of around that size, yeah.
And opening sometimes also for other bands?
Yeah, we open for other bands a fair bit. If there's something that we're really interested in opening for. Like, we're going on tour with the Bug Club in November, which should be fun. They're a band from Wales. And
Wales, huh?
Yeah, Wales. I'm half Welsh.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. My mum's Welsh.
There's a myth about the South, they say, in Europe, that people from the South are more laid back, are more relaxed, never punctual, always 15 minutes at least too late. And people from the North are more strict, are more business oriented.
I think that's true.
Does it apply in the UK as well?
It's definitely true of the Southwest.
Oh, yeah?
Like Cornish
where you come from?
Yeah, Cornish people are known for being not very punctual and being it's a very laid back lifestyle. You couldn't really say that about London, like the south. You know, London's in the south, and people are rushing around everywhere all the time. Yeah. You know, it's a busy, crazy place. But yeah, southwest.
Do you guys? That's lazy. That's good. I love that. But do you guys, when you record, how do you record? Because I read somewhere Kat is very much interested in poetry and reading and literature, and you're more of a guitar player who gets influenced by playing.
Yeah. Well, how we well, Kat will write a bunch of words before she's written chords. Quite often she'll just sing them in a melody, just a cappella, and I'll fit chords to them. I tend to start by playing guitar, and I mean, I don't consider myself much of a poet, but sometimes I write lyrics out of experience.
But is it easier for you guys to find material on the streets of Brighton than it would be in Falmouth?
It definitely was when we first moved there, because it was a real change for us. So there was a lot of situations that we were like thrown into.
A terrible landlord, for instance.
Yeah. Mr. Harandi.
It's a great song.
Love you, man.
Wherever you are.
Yeah. I write about experiences that I have. Like, those tend to be the best ones that I come out with. But definitely it was a good change for inspiring some songwriting.
There are lots of catchy riffs on the album. I think.
Yeah. Oh, North Street Air.
Yeah.
Totally. Cool.
I heard Keith Richards say the other day, I think I saw it on television, he said like a solo comes every now and then, but a riff stays forever.
That's a good point. Good one, Keith.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Keith?
agree.
Thank you.
Thanks, Keith.
Thanks.